Alright everyone, we are live. Today we'll be doing a random Leafgreen playthrough. Hopefully it's something good, but it usually just depends on who we're facing against Brock. But if we take a look at the tier list here, I have a huge amount of Pokemon on this tier list. Kind of pretty much all over the place actually. A lot of Pokemon in the Bruno tier for sure. I always wonder like what I should do like when any of the tiers get so big it like scrolls off the screen. But I can't really... Actually, I think I can test this. Hold on. It's a little too small, but when it gets too big, this actually turns into like a scroll bar, and you can actually scroll with the wheel. Okay, I need to put that back. I like having it like this for webcam purposes. Anyway, so let's see who we're playing. Oh man, dude, that's gonna be a beast, dude. Kingdra's a powerhouse. I've actually played Horsey in this game before, and Horsey isn't that great. But Kingdra is like the living definition of balanced. Look at it. 95 in attack, defense, special attack, special defense, 85 speed, which is more than enough for Kanto, minus Aerodactyl, and 75 HP. Funnily enough, like, you guys remember Mega Tatsugiri from last Saturday? That is essentially a Kingdra on steroids. The main disadvantage of Kingdra is it doesn't really have the best coverage. Like, our starting moveset's gonna have Water Gun and Bubble Beam on it. But we'll get Dragon Dance at level 62, which is really freaking late. And via TM, it's like Water Pulse, Surf, Ice Beam, Secret Power, Return. Essentially it. It's just water, ice, and normal coverage. Funnily enough, though, I don't think Dragon Dance is going to be that good. I think Kingdra's going to want to go pure special. But at the same time, I think we might want Dragon Dance for Lorelei, because water and ice is not going to cut it for her. I mean, Bruno and Agatha can be taken care of with Surf. Lapras can be, or Lance can be taken care of with Ice Beam. How did Mega Tatsugiri do? It got first place for me. I beat Ike by a minute and a half, believe it or not. I actually played that well against him. I'm proud of myself. So yeah, we're gonna want Dragon Dance for Lorelei, but before that, I think we can just spam like Surf and Ice Beam. I could theoretically get Rain Dance for some fights if I wanted to. I'm not sure how necessary it'll be though. Yeah, I feel like we can just get started. I feel like the old random solo run streams where I would spend an hour pre-planning a Pokemon, I think it really doesn't need to come to that. I think if I ever have to do pre-planning, like if I just rolled a first stage, what I would do is I would plan the champion fight. Doesn't later gens Kingdra gets better moves? Yeah, let's look at Gen 5 for example. Dragon Pulse. TMs are kind of the same. Flash Cannon, I guess. But it's Sun and Moon said, TMs are pretty dang similar. Honestly, Kingdra has always had that coverage problem. An actual good Pokemon. Yeah, I'm surprised actually. Rain Dance isn't needed, we can just get Dragon Dance to the League. I'm not thinking Rain Dance for the League. I meant like maybe Rain Dance earlier on could be useful. Okay, let me just add this to the party. Kingdra, a female Kingdra. Alright, so for our nature, I don't... Actually, it's debatable if we want plus speed because we are in the slow level up group. Oh wait, no, we're in medium fast. Oh, never mind. I thought we were in the slow group. Okay, in that case, I think I'm gonna go... modest. No, Rash. Rash nature. We can Dragon Dance the Hiker as well. I guess so, yeah. Who are the threats? Honestly, this thing doesn't really have a threat. It has fights where I could slow down progress. I think I'm going to want Ice Beam as soon as possible, though. Alright, Swift Swim's my only ability. We're going to go perfect stats. Water gun, smoke screen, bubble, and leer. Won't Surge and Erica be? I guess Surge could be a little annoying, but because of our dragon typing, we're going to be neutral. Substitute? Yeah, I will get Substitute. My moveset's probably going to be end up being Surf, Ice Beam, Substitute, probably Return. I don't know. Yeah, probably Return as coverage for water types. I will say, though, Scott's solo deck software actually makes it a lot faster to plan these runs out, too. Just because I don't have to scroll through different Bulbapedia tabs. Dude, the water and dragon backgrounds I have go surprisingly well together. Kind of looks like a continuation. In order to get the leftovers in this game, you have to catch 30 Pokemon, get the item finder, make the Snorlax disappear, stand on top of where it was, then use the item finder. It's a buried item. It's not worth catching 30 Pokemon for it. What are we using today? Kingdra. In fact, we're ready right now. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. I also did make sure Surge's trash puzzle is automatically solved. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have bothered killing that. Yeah, this is most likely going to get S tier. Oh, guys, an update on my ROM hack. It's in the alpha phase right now. I'm having a couple people play test it. Steve's actually going on vacation. At the end of today, he'll be leaving. So, I'm actually giving him an alpha build of the ROM, and he's gonna play it just over the course of 2 weeks whenever he gets time. That was lucky. You guys may be thinking, hey, is this the Scott patched ROM? No, it's not. I think I did make his puzzle auto-solved, yeah. I don't remember, actually. Blows up. That'd be funny. But yeah, you can send it to me. I can F around with it on my phone at work for Optimus. Yeah, I asked you if you wanted to play test it. It might need some balancing. Because there is a chance some of the gym leaders might be a little too unbalanced. Just remember, Shadow Stitch, I've heavily modified the local encounter tables. So, each area has a lot of different Pokemon. Like, for example, on Route 1, you can actually find Oddish and Bellsprout in the grass to help you with Brock. Oh, speaking of red and blue ROM hacks, there was a new red and blue ROM hack that just came out called RBY Nova. I saw a friend playing it. The ROM hack does look really good. It actually adds more Pokemon to the game up to like 190, which I think is the maximum Gen 1 can store, but I think you'd have to completely restructure how Gen 1 is formatted in order to fit all those sprites in. So sadly, my ROM hack isn't going to be as advanced as that one, but for a 2-team effort, I'd say it's going to be pretty good. Okay. Yeah, just remember, 95% of the work was just one person. All those other ROM hacks have had like dozens of people helping with it. I read Leafeon, I was confused. The title said random Pokemon. What emulator would I need? Any of them. Game Boy emulators are a lot more willing to play ROM hacks. It's the DS emulators that don't like ROM hacks. The Game Boy ones, you probably use Virtual Boy or My Boy Advanced or... Yeah, My Boy GBA, Virtual Boy, MGBA, RetroArch. There's a lot of different ones. That's most ROM hacks. Oh, what? The one having dozens of people? Yeah. Yeah, see how the spinner just looked at me when I ran? That's 100% proof that I'm not playing on Scott's patch. I actually just got lucky. But yeah, one thing I do plan is I've been trying to make a guide, like a little Pokedex of sorts for my game, because I want to have all the Pokemon in there with their movesets and stuff as a convenient little Pokedex. I've only gotten up to Beedrill finish, though. No, but opposite. Most ROM hacks are just one dude. Yeah, but it makes... Honestly, Shadow, I think I just said that to make myself feel better. I don't know, that RBY hack does definitely look really good. But to be fair, those people probably have way more experience at ROM hacking than I do, so I probably shouldn't judge myself on that. Will you be able to catch Mew? Yes. I did add Mew. Funnily enough, a lot of the really bad glitches I was having was actually caused by the fact that I added Mew to the game. I'm not even kidding. I'm amazed that lived. Yeah, I guess since I did mention that Mew will be catchable, I'll just list off some of the other cool things I put in. All of the Pokemon will be catchable from within one save. I added an evolution stone called the Link Cable. Actually, no, I didn't add Link Cable. I changed trade evolutions to evolve at level 36. All the Pokemon got modified level up sets and TM and HM sets. Any Pokemon that became part Fairy type or part Steel, I gave them those new typings. Every single move does have at least one 80 base power move, so I did backport a bunch of moves. Funnily enough, I kind of did the lazy way of doing it. I think it was just because I was less skilled back then. because I've been working on this on and off for over a year. I actually deleted like 7 different moves from the game and replaced them. But they were moves that like no one would use. Like for example, I deleted Twin Needle, which yes, Beedrill has, but I replaced it with Bug Buzz, which I figured is fair. I also got rid of Conversion from the game. I just took it off of the Porygon's moveset. Yeah, there's still the same amount of moves in the game. It's just I just got rid of some moves that like either nobody used or hardly anyone had. But I was less skilled back then. I'm sure if I did it now, I could probably add the moves. But it was just how I did it. And what were some other things I added? Conversion just turns you into the same type as your opponent in Gen 1. Did you backport Phantom Force? The ghost move I backported was Shadow Ball. Did you get rid of Constrict? I don't remember. Okay, I think I can remember what the moves were that I backported. Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Sludge Bomb, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, Bug Buzz, Dragon Claw? Yeah, I think it was Dragon Claw. Moonblast we busted against Lance. Oh, all of the gym leaders, Elite Four and Champion, have completely revamped teams. I even made custom move animations for them. I think I showed them off on stream once. Oh, and the overworld has been completely revamped. All of the towns, routes, cities, they all have complete design changes. All of the houses and important buildings are still in the same spot, but I changed the infrastructure. Is Freeze still basically a win? Yes, Generation 1 Freeze hasn't changed. Because I feel like that's a kind of a core Gen 1 mechanic, so it didn't feel good changing that. I still wanted the ROM hacks to be functionally like Gen 1. It's just, I wanted it to be more like a reimagining, if that made sense. And if anyone's wondering, the badge boost glitch is still a thing. Yeah, the story of the ROM hack is still the same. There's no story changes. Although there are some characters added in the postgame. Are the gym leader sprites updated? I didn't update the actual sprites of the trainers, but a bunch of the sprites for the Pokemon are different. Some of them I use their red and green front sprites, some were red and blue. Most of them I changed to the yellow sprites. It was actually a lot harder to do that than you guys think, because the Gen 1 cartridges have so little extra room that some of the sprites being a few pixels too big actually mess things up. So that's kind of why it's kind of a mix and match. Alright, I don't think I'm going to want rest. Yeah, you could still avoid the Seafoam puzzle. You could still do that. A Gen 1 post-game other than Mewtwo? I wouldn't exactly call it a post-game. It's more like trainer fights, if that makes sense. Sort of like a very vague story. A concept of a story. Will Missing No be in the game? I think the Missing No glitch is still going to be a thing. There really isn't a way to fix that. It's just because the tiles that are to the right of Cinnabar Island, it also works to the right of Seafoam Islands as well. That tile set is just very glitched. I could theoretically get rid of that tile entirely. It would look bad, but it would fix the Missing No glitch. But you know what? I might just leave it in there. Oh my gosh. I did not add the Seve Islands, no. There's not enough room in the game for that. Who knows, though? I might consider deleting the tile set from the game that causes the Missing No glitch. I could actually do that. Did you add Surfing Pikachu? I don't remember, actually. I don't remember if I gave Raichu the ability to learn Surf. I don't remember. I mean, if the ROM hack is in a playable state, then I'm gonna want to finish the Pokédex for it. It's a thing I'm making in Google spreadsheets. Volt Tackle. I did not backport Volt Tackle. I guess I could have, but I don't think it would have been worth it. I only backported specific moves, so that way every single offensive typing will have at least an 80 base power version of it. It was because, like, in Gen 1, the most powerful poison move was only 65 power. And then, like, for grass moves, it just goes from Mega Drain, then Razor Leaf, then Solar Beam. It's really not a good balance. Yeah, the Fighting Dojo's still there. It's still the Hitmons. Dominic, I can't backport abilities into Gen 1. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, Sludge Bomb was the best choice, yeah. Oh yeah, and the main premise of the ROM hack, it's called Pokemon Red Worldwide, and basically in the Generation 1 decks, any Pokemon that has a regional variant, whether it's from Alola, Hisui, Galar, or Paldea, it will be in there. Not both of them, I just deleted the old one. So there won't be a regular Growlithe, it will only be Hisui and Growlithe. I did not make most of the sprites, but in the actual in-game credits, I actually gave credit to every single artist. It took a while to like code it, make sure it all lined up properly, but I did give them all credit in the end credits. Some of them were actually made by me, fun fact. What do you mean I beat the Canadian code? What about Meowth? Is there two? Oh yeah, that one. I had to choose. I went with a Alolan Meowth just because there's no Galarian Persian. Like Galarian Meowth, I think just evolves into Berserker. I don't think there is a Galarian Persian. It just evolves straight into Berserker. So I went with the Alolan one. How do I get Galarian Slowpoke? You have to give it the Galarcian Wreath or the Cuff. I did add those as evolution items. The Wreath and the Cuff. Wow, my biking is bad. I need to just... Do we need Ice Beam for Lance? Yes. I want it for Erica.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Scott's very good at coding. I mean, this is my first ever attempt at like a basic ROM hack. It's been on and off for a year. No, I don't need super pals right now. I'm gonna need this stuff for light screen. Don't forget substitute. I won't. Oh, I went with the default Tauros. I know this isn't the way you're supposed to go in the remakes, but oh, for some reason I thought that was a good item to sell. No, it's not. No, there is Paldean Tauros. I meant to say I went with the normal Paldean Tauros. The combat breed, I think it's called. It's the anything in Gen 1 that has a regional variant. Oh my god, I am so stupid. Oh my god. You guys are distracting me so badly. I was busy trying to think of what's changed in the ROM hack I'm making, and in that whole time, I never realized to do the hideout first. Yeah, either way, it's the Hisuian one. What's in the healing tile? A cleanse tag. So if you do Gen 2, will Wooper be in the game? Probably. I'm not sure if I want to do a ROM hack in Gen 2. Here's the problem, though. When it comes to, like, backporting moves, there's only 3 available slots to add moves into without deleting old moves. But you could just delete some moves. I think Scott made a list a couple years ago, in one of the ROM hacking servers we're in, or the backporting server. He found about 10 different moves that not a single opponent in the game even has. So you could get away with deleting them. You'd have to delete them off the level up sets, but it's something you could do. Like, for example, the move Fissure. Because no enemy AI in the game even has Fissure. Not many Pokemon even get it by level up anyway, so that is something you could delete. But then there's also that problem with, like, backporting other species, though. I mean, I think there are 3 slots in the game. There's only 251 species. But I'm not gonna think about that. It's a lot of time commitment. What move am I using? Return in Dragon Dance. Dude, doing this on 4 times speed is almost impossible on Super Shucky. I did a lot better of a job when it was on RetroArch. Oh my god. It's very hard. So what I do in Fire Red is I max out my credit card on regular repels in Pewter, and then when I get Substitute, I buy max repels right in the mart next to it. How expensive is Ice Beam? $80,000. I mean, I know where the good items are in here. But I do want to actually use the calcium, though. I'm not going to bother fighting the good trainers in here, because I think Kingdra is going to completely overpower almost everything. Yeah, there is an EV Pokeball here. Alright. Alright, Return is better than Secret Power now. And then Substitute will be replaced with Dragon Dance when the time comes. Alright, so now let's just start destroying things. There are no Paradox forms in this game, so I did not add Screamtail or anything. That's an entirely separate species. And definitely, like, when the ROM hack, I believe, is officially ready, and I finish the little move Pokedex for each species, and for each route, I'll list off all the encounters. I will need to make a trailer for it. I want to give it a good, presentation. I think Screamtail is fairy fighting, yeah. Okay, I'm almost out of surfs. Okay, I need to use an elixir. Am I dead? Yep. First reset. Okay, crit. There we go. Honestly, I think I have enough playtesters, though, Dominic. Nice. Nice crit. Yeah, I don't like those ROM hacks that are like fake-a-mon ROM hacks. I don't like those. The Alexam would have been preferable to use return. True, yeah. I wasn't thinking. I mean, you guys keep all distracting me with ROM hack talk. I mean, I am the one who started it. I have myself to blame. Right, substitute and just spam return. Nice, I barely outspeed the Alakazam. Oh wait, I don't think I used those calciums or carbos. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, Mr. Galarian Mr. Mime is in my gonna be in my hack, but not Mr. Rhyme. Yes, Galarian Ponyta is in it. Same with Alolan Vulpix. Clearing Rapidash any good? I don't know. Good typing. It might have been a waste of time using sub here, but you never know. Yeah, it was definitely a waste of time doing that. Oh yeah, the Elite Four and Champion are way better. Plus I added some post-game boss fights too. I think there are still going to be some changes I want to make to the encounters though. Like, I'm actually considering making Abra, Cadabra, Alakazam. I'm considering making Abra exclusive to the Cerulean Cave. Why did I do that? Whatever, this guy's good XP. I might make Abra exclusive to the Cerulean Cave. Because even in a ROM hack setting, like, Alakazam is just far too powerful. I kind of want to prevent players from being able to use one in the main story. But I'll put it in Cerulean Cave, so if you wanted to complete the decks, you could. No, I didn't add Armored Mewtwo. That's just regular Mewtwo. Heal Ice Beam PP? I don't need to, I got Surf. Alright, so we get Dragon Dance at 62. Let's see, I've got 9 candies. There's a 10th in Victory Road. There's an 11th on Route 12. And I never got the Warden candy. Actually, I won't even need to do optional trainers in Victory Road. We're way too low level for Dragon Dance even after the candies. Oh, no. As soon as I get the rare candy from Victory Road, Route 12, and the Warden, I don't even think I got Strength from the Warden. Your birthday's in a few weeks? Well, happy early birthday. Honestly, I only need 11 candies. I'm going to skip the Route 12 candy and just get the one in Victory Road. Yeah, it's one of Lily's songs. The best dragon move behind that boulder. Yeah, Dragon Claw, and we can't learn it. I'm sure you were just saying that as a joke, but yeah, we don't learn that move. Alright. 11 candies, this will get me to 62. And then I'll teach Dragon Dance in the place of Substitute. Alright, let's do this. Oh, great. Trick House remix. Yeah, this is where we'll set up the rest of them. Alright, I'm gonna use 2 Dragon Dances. Oh wow, 2 Rock 2 misses. You suck. Because that Surf is not gonna KO either of these guys. Oh wow, Bruno missed every single move he's ever used. This guy's bad. Alright, so it is annoying not having Substitute here to block Toxic and Confuse Ray, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, pretty easy. Alright, I'm gonna use some Dragon Dances here. I think just 2. Yeah, 2 exactly. And if you guys are wondering why my stab modifiers don't show up in the bottom left, it's some bug with the mapper. Scott or somebody else needs to fix it. Alright, so yeah, I am not going to want to set up on the Pidgeot. Get rid of it. Nice. Alright, this thing, I'm going to want to set up some Dragon Dances. I think just 2 of them. That's going to be a range. Got it. Return. Ice Beam. I'm amazed that lived, actually. $48.48. 1 reset. Level 66. Granted, some of my overworlding was pretty bad, and with me constantly talking about the ROM hack, I was very distracted and forgot to get the Silph Scope. But other than that, this is a very solid run. This thing just destroyed everything. Just complete and utter devastation. And it's definitely going to get a good placement, too. Hey, Mr. Moonstruck. Alright, so let's put this time on our leaderboard. 48, level 66, 1 reset, 0 blackout. Alright, everyone, so if we take a quick look at the leaderboard here, Kingdra got 4th place overall, and we made it at the end of the S tier. It was able to be 13 seconds faster than Mew. And I gave Mew tons of playthroughs. So even though I was pretty scuffed up, Kingdra still did really good. And you can see up there just Kyogre. Kyogre literally needs an S+ tier. Like, look at that. 38-48. That is insane, dude. I essentially skipped most of the candies, too. Yeah, hardly anything's going to rival Kyogre. Like, that thing is an absolute monster. I mean, Kingdra was essentially like a Kingdra Jr. The disadvantage is it doesn't have as much coverage. That was honestly its biggest problem. But still, it did really great. Alright, everyone, yeah, thank you all for standing by, to appreciate it. This was definitely a quick stream, but we ended up getting a really quick Pokemon. Where's Rayquaza? I've never played Rayquaza or Groudon in this game. I literally played Kyogre because it was a random solo run stream. I just randomly got Kyogre. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, anyway, the next stream will be tomorrow. I do have it scheduled for 9 p.m. EST, but there's always the slightest chance it gets delayed by like 30 minutes because my friend just got back from vacation. We're probably going to work out that day after work. And I also have to go vote as well afterwards, but that wouldn't really take too long. But yeah, I think the stream should still run on time, if not by